let's jump into our 14 million Tokyo pool house. 14 million is crazy though.
We are in the residential streets of Meguro to show you what you can get for 2 billion yen. That comes out to just under 14 million.
I forgot.
That's a lot of money
I forgot
in
he
any
was
city,
talking
but
in
even
yen.
in Tokyo, that's a lot of money, right? So right over here is where this house is. I've been walking by this place about 10 years now, really wanting to see what is inside. And today...
By the way, this house looks wacky as hell. Look at this one. It's literally a box.
We have a very special tour, so let's go see.
Oh, we are going inside the box.
But before we go inside, let's go see the neighborhood.
This house
we're
is
gonna
near a
meet our
station
neighbors.
in the center of Meguro called Gakuge Daigaku, which is less than 10 minutes by train to Shibuya.
That
The neighborhood has
good.
a great mix of restaurants and bars, while also giving you serenity in Himonya Park, which features a pond.
That's a really pretty
Popular
park.
spots here include the third wave coffee shop Woodbury Coffee, the craft beer bar Five Trees, and bougie Vietnamese restaurant Stan's Banh Mi, which is known for its selection of Japanified Vietnamese eats paired with natural wines.
Okay, so I mean, if I can pay 14 million for a Tokyo house, then I'd be able to pay for all these rich people shops as well. So I guess that's fine.
But enough about the neighborhood. Let's get back to the property.
Yeah, show me the box house. Why does it look like a box?
So now we are inside the grand entrance of this house, and you can't really tell from your angle maybe, but you have these really high ceilings in here, which we'll get to in a minute. First off, I just
That does look like a huge door.
Storage this place has in the beginning, right? In every Japanese house, you have to take off your shoes in the entrance and then put them somewhere. So in this place, they just decided to take this whole entire area and turn it all in to shoe storage.
How many shoes do you need? Why do you need an entire room of shoe storage? You can store at least like 10,000 shoes in there. I just have one pair of shoes, by the way. And since I'm Indian, we don't wear shoes inside the house either. And I just leave my shoes outside. They are so cheap and so dirty. If someone steals them, they're not going to make any money out of them. So I just leave them outside my apartment room.
Right. So every single door that you're seeing right here is either shoe storage, and some of them are actually coat closets as well. But this entire section is basically the first thing that you walk into.
That is so much shoe storage.
Everything.
That's
but right next to that,
a lot of shoes.
You do have something that is pretty hard to find in Japan, which would be a very large, at least in my opinion, garage. Now, this garage can fit up to 2 cars of any size that you really want. And that's really
a big garage, I guess.
Tokyo is lacking on space, but this place has plenty of it. The whole house is about 409 square meters. That comes out to about maybe 4,400.
The house really looks like a Lego house, by the way. It look like you can really make this house out of Legos, and you would just need one piece. You would just need like black Lego pieces, and you can just put them together, and you would get this house.
Square feet, so it's very large. And yeah, you can fit your very large car in here, including a G-Wagon. Now, one other thing about this garage I want to quickly point out is that it does actually have an EV car charge port right here. So you can put your Tesla in there, whatever kind of electric car you want, maybe not a Tesla, and yeah, charge it up all night.
Cool,
so let's go see the rest of the interior.
Hey, this is what I want to see. Yeah, show me the kitchen.
Walk-in shoe closet in the garage area. We get right into the main part of this house, the living, dining, kitchen setup. And I said earlier that the ceilings are quite high in this house. Well, at least for the living, dining, kitchen area,
the living room is not too bad, but doesn't it look more like an office space than a house? Like, I don't know, why is there so much gray and black? Like, it feels like more of a waiting room in an office space than a house. Like,
definitely
I think you should have more color if you're gonna live in a house.
Which come out to just about maybe 11 or 12 feet high. So that's really high, at least for this city, right? You can see you have plenty of space around here, even just for the living room. This living room area is actually larger than most living dining kitchens that you'll see in Japan, like all 3 of them put together.
Ooh,
so this is huge, right? You have your big old TV over here. You could probably go a bit bigger if you wanted to. Big old sofa over here. And also all of this furniture is included if you would like it. But let's go check out the dining room, which...
Like, yeah, like it looks like a rich person's place, but it does not look like a rich person's house. Like if I was a rich person, I would like some color in my house. I don't want my house to look like the same office space where I'm probably a businessman making 1,000 work people work for me. Like this looks too modern, and I think after a point of being modern, it becomes like, it doesn't have enough personality. It just looks too bland, in my opinion.
Which is right next to the living room. Just step up these two stairs. You can see you have this
I want to travel to Vietnam someday. Heard it's cheap too and yummy food. Yeah, I've heard Vietnamese food is like really good. I would love to try some someday.
nice kind of like mortar concrete look to the floor over here.
Okay, I
And
don't
a
hate the
large
kitchen.
table right over here. You could sit 8 seats right
Okay,
here,
maybe I
even
do.
10 if you really wanted to push it. But yeah, this is quite nice to have. Again, in a country where you don't really get space, so space is a luxury over here. Right next to that, the original owner of this house actually had not
What's
a
this?
child, but a furry child, so they decided to make this little
Oh,
dog
a dog door.
here, right? So instead of having
That's handy, actually.
crate for their dog or dogs, they just decided to make this whole area right here dog friendly, right? Including this little glass fence thing right here, which I love. And if you don't want this, you can always take it out and turn it into maybe like a little changing room. And why would you need a changing room right here? We'll see later on.
Why do I need a
But
changing
coming
room
over
right there?
here, just to show you what other kind of stuff we have in this dining room, you have this whole custom-made piece right here, which you
Okay,
can put
that is cool. I don't drink though, and also I don't know. Everything feels too modern. Like, yeah, I see. I think some people would like this house, but it just feels so modern that it doesn't feel like a house anymore. How do I explain? It feels like a hotel. Like it feels like it would be nice to spend a few nights with your friends here, but I think I would go insane if
all
I
of your,
stay here
you know,
for
cutlery
longer.
and dishes, all that kind of stuff, whatever you like in here. But you also have a built-in Miele Nespresso machine. Right on the other side over here, you have your wine fridge. So this thing will hold plenty of wine. I'm just counting maybe somewhere around 50 or 60 bottles. That's great to have. If you like wine, right? And right next to that, just come down one step, you get into the kitchen. And this is a very well stocked kitchen. I'm just gonna go one by
Not
one
the
to show you
worst
what this thing
kitchen.
has. You have, first off, a very large counter space right over here. This is tile.
I mean, it
kind of
is
looks like
pretty.
marble, but
It
it's
is
actually
really
ceramic
pretty,
tile,
but-
so it doesn't get stained at all, which is really nice. Right next to that, you have this thing, right? So kind of looks like maybe not an oven, but I don't know, maybe in a deep fryer? No, it is not either of those things.
I'm aggressively shaking. Yeah, I probably think it's the noises that my neighbors are making, and the thing is picking it up.
It is, in fact, a griddle, which definitely needs to be cleaned. But
what's a
this
griddle?
will allow you to make your own burgers in here, or, well, what they do in Japan is called teppanyaki.
Oh!
In America, we would call
Griddle is like those giant pans, right? Like you can use this entire space to fry stuff. That's cool.
that hibachi, so like benihana.
Inside grill?
Something like that. You can have a guy here making your volcanoes with shrimp and then flinging the little shrimp into your mouth. That's not actually.
Yeah,
how
if
they
I
do
was
it.
rich, I
But
would love
you
to
do
have a guy there
griddle,
flinging
which
shrimps
is
in my mouth.
More
or-
than most places can say about their kitchens. Right next to that, you do have, of course, a full-size Miele dishwasher.
Ooh, a
And, yeah,
dishwasher.
great for when you have your friends and family come over. And not only one sink over there, which is mostly for purified water, but 2 sinks. And this is, of
Damn,
course,
double
in Japan,
sinks?
a very large sink. They tend to like very big sinks in this country. And this sink has 2 separate little areas inside
That is a
of it,
huge
so you can
sink.
wash your dishes over here and then maybe dry them over here. I don't know, you can kind of figure out how you want to do that yourself. Next to that, you have more counter space with this kind of brushed stainless steel over here, and your not 3-burner stove. You only usually see 3 in Japan, but if you count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes,
Oh,
that's right. You have a combination
inductions.
of gas stoves and also 2 induction heat stoves.
That's
So
cool.
For people who prefer one or the other, you have both, right? Right below here, just like the other appliances that we saw, you do also have a full-sized Miele oven. So
Okay.
that's great.
Yeah.
right? And
I mean, if
you know,
I'm paying $14 million, I would hope there's an oven. If there isn't an oven after I paid $14 million, I'm leaving that house.
An oven is good enough for most people, but sometimes you just need to have one oven doing one thing and another oven doing another thing. So this oven right here also has a built-in
Wait, there's
microwave
another
function.
oven?
So yeah, you can just microwave something over here and oven something over there, oven something, heat something up in the oven over there, or you can bake in both of them at the same time if you really want to. It also comes
Damn,
with this
double
fridge, but,
baking
I'm
action
you
is
probably won't
crazy.
need a new fridge. But yeah, that is the kitchen. There is one other thing on this floor that I want to show you, which is right over there. So let's go see what that is.
Show me what. Oh, a soundproof
Coming
room?
out of that kitchen,
For the
just- you have a-
YouTuber? Why would you ever need a soundproof room? Unless you are a YouTuber or it's the bedroom.
Large pantry over there you can see right now, but that's not the interesting thing about this floor other than the kitchen. Well, first off, you have a bathroom over here. Always great to have a guest bath, and this bathroom
What's
has
that
a couple
tab?
of things in it that are pretty rare. First off, you have this Dyson sink and dryer thing, right? So this is all automatic. Just put your hands into here, and then when you're done washing your hands, this being a Dyson, it will blow everything off of you, like.
Oh, that's crazy. I've never seen a tap dryer combo like that. That's cool.
Oh man, yeah.
That is
Feel
cool.
violated. Yeah, and
Wait, why do you
come
feel
into here,
violated?
And you have again your guest bath. And in Japan, it's kind of an old way of doing it, but sometimes you will find
That's a wacky looking toilet seat, by the way. Why is it tilted like that?
that they have not only a regular toilet but also a urinal in their bathrooms as well. And this one does have that.
Yeah,
It's a
my
nice
favorite thing about Japanese toilets is the automatic action go. Do you guys have to drill right now? Okay, they stopped drilling. I think they heard me. A urinal? Yeah, a urinal in your house is crazy. But then again, 14 million. If I'm paying 14 million, I would want the urinal to call me up whenever I need to pee and tell me, hey, I haven't peed for long enough. Can you please come and pee right now? That's what I would want my urinal to do if I have 14 million lying around. But also, best part about Japanese toilets, they have bidets. I just love bidets. In India, like in my apartment and in my house, my parents' place, we have those hand bidets, which are like manual, which is still great. I love hand bidets as well. But life would be so much simpler if I just have an automatic bidet and it just does everything for me. I don't have to wash my butt. The toilet knows how to wash my butt, and I'm happy with that.
Lixil. And right next to that, I've said this on the channel before, the rounder the toilet, the better it is, right? And this is,
Yeah,
as
this
you can
toilet is
probably
awfully
tell,
round.
the roundest toilet that they have on the market. This is the Toto NeoRest NX, the top of the line Toto. It does everything you can ever
Look at it.
imagine. Yeah, and it also flushes, so that is great.
I mean,
But
I would
looks like
hope
a
it
spaceship,
flush.
and I love these things. So yeah, kudos on the designer who decided to put that in. But right next to that is this. And you can see you have this big black door right here with, of course, this very heavy duty door handle. What would this be? Anybody in the music
soundproof room?
industry might have seen these before. This is a studio door that leads to a soundproof
That is so
room
cool.
right here. So one of the previous owners of this house decided to turn this into a soundproofed
Like
room.
if you're a content creator or a voice actor or really anything, like if you do anything that requires you to like record sound, this room is so good. And if you're not a person who wants to record sound, you can turn this into a movie theater, right? I think that would be pretty cool as well.
Which is great to have.
Why do we need high-tech toilets anyways? Because one thing that I want to do with my money if I'm ever rich is keep my butt clean as hell. And it's so much effort to go into the toilet and wash my butt and feel all clean and nice. So if I have a bunch of money, I want my money to go all into a toilet that can heat itself, clean my butt by itself, knows my routine, calls me up, checks up on me, does everything, automatically opens up whenever I enter the bathroom. just make the toilet experience as convenient as you can for me. Like, if I'm rich, I would probably invest the most in that.
If you like being loud or if you like to record music, the old
Taco Bell would be like, true. Maybe. Imagine having such a high-tech toilet that the day you decide to eat Taco Bell, it calls you up in a panic, being like, "Oh, did you have Taco Bell? You're gonna be making a mess tomorrow, aren't you, sir? Please take precaution. Prepare yourself. We are going into ultra safe mode, where the toilet becomes a bigger toilet seat, so it can prevent the mess that's going to happen after you eat a Taco Bell."
owner of this had a drum set in here. If you have the door closed right there, you can't really hear anything from outside, so that's great. But yeah, you do also have a little window over here. This being Japan, and just due to how the laws work, they have to put shutters on the first floor. You know, just lets a little extra light in if you open it up.
Shutters are nice, right? Why is there a Japanese law for shutters? Is that like something compulsory? For what? Like, why is there a law on shutters? Now I need to Google this. Japanese law on first floor shutters? Why is that a law? I'll just go for the AI overview. In Japan, the Building Standards Act, minimum safety, first floor shutters. Okay, it doesn't explain anything. First of all, for security. Okay, that sounds good, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why that's a law, though. Like, I mean, do you really need to make it a law that you have to put shutters in your house? Like, people can build it according to themselves, right? That seems like a very awfully specific law to have.
A little extra light in if you open it up. Not really much of a view, but yeah, that's the electric shutters that they have on the wall in this room. So coming out of the studio area, that's it for this floor. So let's go see what the rest of the house has. Well, you can check it out right through your own little home elevator.
You have an elevator in your own home? That's crazy. I mean, that's convenient.
So we've headed up to the third floor, and as you can see, it's quite bright up here, mostly because of this massive balcony, which we're going to get to in a second. But there's something that you can't see from up here, but you can definitely feel if you are here, and that's that it's not hot, right? And the reason behind this is because, unlike almost every house
it has
and
AC
apartment in Japan, this place has central heat and AC.
I mean,
so that's
of course.
the entire house, including up here. There's vents. I don't even know where they are.
Like,
but
if I pay $14 million and I don't get an AC, what am I paying for? Like, that seems like the most important thing ever. I want centralized heating, and I want centralized cooling, and I want centralized weather regulation. I want everything in my house for that price,
because
really.
It is not hot up here, even though it is very hot outside. Speaking of outside, let's go see what this balcony has to offer. So we are outside here on this balcony, and I forgot my sunglasses, so I'm practically being blinded.
That's
because
a
it is
decently
very, very
sized
sunny
balcony.
today, even though it is actually very cloudy. But you can see from here just how close you are to the station. In a second, you might be able to see the trains whizzing by, but you can't really hear it from up here, which is nice, and especially if you're inside, you can't really hear anything. It's just about to rain, so let's get back inside. Whew. Japanese summers are interesting, but yes, coming right over here, there's one last thing I wanted to show you on this floor. It's right under here. So this is a product of Japanese architectural law, which basically says that if you have a neighbor to the north of you, which you basically do if you're in Tokyo, then you're going to have to build the roof on the north side at a certain angle so that they can get sunlight throughout the day. And that's what
that's a crazy cool law. Holy shit. Imagine having laws that say that if you have a person living north of you, you cannot build your rooftop in a way that they can't get sunlight. That is such a good law. That pretty much ensures every person has sunlight. You know, next to our apartment, they don't even give a shit. Like, we have this apartment, and then there's 4 apartments all around us, and they all block us, and we block them, so they don't get sunlight, and we don't get sunlight, and we don't care, and we just live in darkness all the time, I guess. But yeah, that is such a thoughtful law. That is crazy.
Going
It
on
can work out as a hangout place for kiddos. True, it can.
here. Over there you can have high ceilings. On the north side you have to have low ceilings. But over here they decided to use this whole ceiling kerfuffle to give you extra storage. So they decided not only to use the north side of this
So you
place
can
as
just
storage,
store
but
stuff in
also
here as well.
the east side, which you can see goes on and on and on and on and wow. It keeps on going on actually, but this is great to have if you just need a little extra storage, and it's also the perfect place for kids to play hide and seek. Let's go see the second floor, which has all the bedrooms.
Okay, second floor
Coming
time.
down the stairs from the third floor onto the second floor. First off, you do have another toilet right over here.
Hell yeah.
Not as big of a toilet, nor
Give
is
me
it
all
as
the
nice of
toilets.
one as the one downstairs, but it's still a pretty
Look at that basin size though. That's the smallest basin I've ever seen. Holy, but that's all right, I guess.
decent sized, normal little Japanese toilet. Does all the things that you'd want it to do. You have another elevator entrance right over there if you don't want to walk up and down the stairs, of course. So this is the bedroom floor. You can kind of tell because they have carpet at least in the hallway over here just to make things a little bit quieter. Now, right over here is
Nice.
the first
I
of
like
the
carpets.
3 bedrooms on this floor. You have this one, which is the second largest, right? So in a lot of Japanese houses and apartments, this would be about the size of the master bedroom, maybe in the size of a living room in some places, so it's quite large for this country. At least you can see you have these nice herringbone floors right over here. You have a
Okay,
big old
I
window.
like this floor way more than I like the ground floor. The ground floor felt like an office. This at least feels like you can do something with the house. I think if you add some color with the decoration, like maybe some plants, a colorful bed and stuff, I think this would feel much more homely.
over there.
And I know what herringbone floors are because I learned that from Animal Crossing. Because I remember I got a herringbone floor thing from someone, and I put that in my room, and it looked pretty cool. So I learned that from Animal Crossing.
On the south side, letting in all of the natural light that you would ever want. And right over here, right through this arched little way right over here, is the walk-in closet, and it is quite large. This is basically the size of a Japanese bedroom, right? Just this little closet right over here is about the size of a
That's a
Japanese bedroom.
decently
You can see you
sized
have
closet.
all of this area right over here to put everything you would ever need, and everything over here is adjustable as well if you want to have higher or lower shelves. That is it for this bedroom. There's one last little feature I want to show you though, and that is this right here. So accidentally turned it on, but this is your underfloor heating, and I didn't really point this out in other parts of the house tour.
There you go.
Everything that we've seen
Centralized
up until now,
heating.
every room we've seen up until now basically has its own heating under
Nice.
the floor as well. So we're talking about
That's
living
crazy. I would love my feet to always be warm and cozy and nice. I love winter because cold. I love winter as well. I like winters more than summers because in winter at least I can wear like 4 layers of clothing and feel comfortable. In the summer, whenever there's no AC or I'm going out, I'm sweating balls and there's nothing I can do about it, which I absolutely hate.
main kitchen, the hallways, and well, all the bedrooms as well. So you can see this little box when you're looking around the Japanese houses, that is floor heating. We can get into the second bedroom right over here, which is right next to that first one that we saw. It's a lot smaller, but it's still a nice square, and you do have the big old window over here giving you, again, that natural light. Makes things feel a bit
Love natural light.
Claustrophobic, and just overall nicer, in my opinion.
Natural light is the best kind of light, in my opinion.
You can see they even have a desk over here with its own little hole right over there, so you can plug things in below and then string them up. Great for computers, right? And all of this shelf storage up here, and even more right behind me. But this is, of course, just the second bedroom on this floor, so let's go see.
There is a bunch of storage, but I would have preferred if they didn't have the storage and just made the bedroom a bit bigger. Because it feels like because they went ahead and tried to make a bunch of storage, you now have less space for the bedroom. I would have preferred, because this floor already has a storage area. You don't need your bedroom to also have an extra storage area if it's gonna make your bedroom small, right? Like, you can have a one shelf, but it seems like there's way too many shelves.
Coming through this Italian door made by Lualdi.
I love yellow lights. It gives a feeling of sunsets and warmth. True. I don't really like my entire apartment has white lights, and while I like white lights usually, I feel like just before going to bed or when you just want a more calmer tone, it's just better to have kind of yellowish, pale yellow lights. It just feels so much more comfy. We'll see.
Why they decided to import a door, but still pretty cool, right? You have the master suite. And, well, first off, let's just check out the walk-in closet. Or at least
Another
the first
closet?
walk-in closet. This one, right? So it's quite large, but it's very narrow. Some people like that, some people don't. But it's nice, you know, it's easy to figure out where things are. You have
I mean, it's
maybe
still a good
bigger
closet.
clothes over here. You have some t-shirts and other kinds of, I don't know, small foldable kind of things. On this side, again, these all adjust up and down as you would like as well. But this place also has another little area over here, notably...
More closets?
Yeah.
God
the safe
damn.
room. Literally the safe room, which you can close off with this sliding door. I'm calling it the safe room because, well, there's a
It
safe in
literally
it.
has a safe,
Look
yeah.
at that. The battery's dead right now, so I'm not going to open it for you. But right over here,
I'm gonna put my $100 million Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT in that safe.
you do have your actual sleeping area, right? So what I'm assuming is you would probably put a bed right in the middle here if you're not from Japan, but because of how people sleep in Japan, they tend to have
I
one
like
bed
this
over here
bedroom.
and another bed right next to it, even for married couples. And that's why you can kind of tell how the layout works around that. You have a plug here, and a plug here, and your light controls right in the middle. So this means that you don't have to actually stand up to turn off the lights, right? You don't have to get out of bed to turn on
That's
and off
cool.
the lights
Ooh,
in the morning. and in the
automatic
evening.
curtains.
But you
Hell
can put
yeah.
your TV right over here. They even have an HDMI port coming out of the wall just for you. Boom. Just like that, right?
Nice.
You'll-
I love how the video is so comfy. There's cozy music going. He's explaining stuff, and right outside there's like a storm, which is going to about to blow the
just for
tree
you.
away.
Boom. Just like that, right? You also have an entrance to the balcony that the other two bedrooms share, so that means that you're getting the south light from here, but you're also getting the western light. So in the afternoon, you're going to be getting a nice sunset view just right there. Now, I said that there were two walk-in closets over here. I wasn't including that safe room as one of the walk-in closets. This right here
There's more
is
closets?
the other walk-in closet.
That's so many
This whole
closets.
thing is a custom-built closet by Molteni. They are a very, very expensive. Italian
That's way
furniture
too many
brand. But they also
closets.
do
How many closets
they
do you
also
need?
do kitchens and any kind of thing that has to do with. Now, this whole thing is custom-made, even down to the handles.
That
right
looks
here.
cool.
So if you wanted to custom make a closet of this size and this kind of shape through Molteni right now, it would be over $100,000 easily.
That's
It's a
crazy.
Very, very expensive brand.
That
But they-
shelf is more expensive than what most people earn throughout the year. That is insane.
They have decided to, put in little touches like these little areas
Ooh.
that you can put your jewelry or something like that.
Yeah, because I'm
And
rich.
These guys right over here where you can stick your neckties too, which I love.
Hell
little
yeah.
details like that. But
I will
that
have
is it for this
500
master suite.
neckties.
And you might notice that there's no bathroom in here. Well, there's a reason for that, and unfortunately, it's not a good one. It's because Japanese families generally only use one bath. So that means that they don't really need to have an ensuite bath in the master or anywhere.
That's kind of lame. If I'm rich, I want bathrooms in all the floors. I want bathrooms in floor 1, floor 2, floor 3. I want multiple bathrooms. So whenever I want to go to take a bath, I can just go to the next room and there's a bathroom right there. What if I have guests in? Like, what if I'm a $14 million rich person living in Tokyo and a guest comes in and it's about bath time and they just go to take a bath and now you have to wait for them so that you can go and take a bath? That's lame. If I'm that rich, I want all the bathrooms to myself.
So that's kind of a problem. However, you do have all of this space in here, so it's pretty easy to stick a bathroom either in the more narrow walk-in closet over there, or if you really wanted to, you could always take out the Molteni closet and then turn this area into your ensuite bath. There is, of course, a bathroom on this floor, and it is quite interesting. So
Hell yeah.
let's go see that.
Can we have a bathroom connected into a bathroom? I wouldn't mind that. One of my favorite places in a house is the bathroom because I love taking long showers. And if I can have an entire huge room that is just a shower, that would be so cool. Wait, my
Now, to
bathroom
get
is a
to that
tatami
bathroom
room?
that I just mentioned,
Oh.
you have to go down a couple of stairs into the, let's call it, first and a half floor, negative second floor, I don't know what you want to call this. But right next to the bathroom, which we'll get to in a second, you do have the tatami room.
Tatami
And,
looks
this
really
being
cool,
Japan,
by
it's
the
always
way.
nice to have a little taste of the country that you're in, right?
There's even a
they have
tiny,
these custom-made doors,
Ooh,
shoji
that's
doors
cool.
right here, which are fantastic, very lightweight, and they smell amazing too. And you come in here, and of course you have your tatamis. Now these are square tatamis. These are called ryukyu tatamis. They're from Okinawa, and they're not the standard kind, which are the rectangles, but they
There are
look
different
really,
types
really
of
nice.
tatamis?
Nevertheless, you have the wooden ceiling right over here. This is a very common trope in Japanese design, to have wooden ceilings, and of course these hand-carved.
This is a cool
wooden
room.
floors as well.
Like if you
Kinda look like
really
took a
want like
spoon
the
and
traditional.
tried to eat ice cream when it was too hard, you know what I'm talking about? But it feels really nice on the bottom of your feet either way. So yes, you do have a tokonoma over here. A tokonoma is just a little space on the corner where you can put.
Yeah, I've seen these in anime and other different kind of Japanese media. They put like flower pots and aunts and stuff in these spaces, I think.
Decoration, or maybe a scroll or some kind of painting or flowers or something like that.
That's
and
cool.
On the other side of it, you do have this little stage kind of area where you can lay down if you don't want to be on the tatami all the time, and just open up your yukimi mado, as they call it, which is the little
what?
window that they have sometimes that allows you to see the snow when you're lying down. There's not much snow in Tokyo.
That's cool.
Still.
I swear Japanese architecture has such super specific things that you never really think about when making a house, but they do, and that's like imagine, when would you ever think about having a low window that you can use to look out at the snow when you're laying down? That seems very specific for a very specific time. And they still have a word for that, so that's pretty cool.
Nice to have one of these, just a little extra sunlight in here. But again, this is not what I wanted to show you on this side of the floor. It's right over here, the bathroom. So let's finally go see that.
Yes, show me the bathroom.
So coming through the tatami room right over there, you have finally the bathroom. And just like downstairs we had the really, really round toilet, you have another NeoRest NX right over here just waiting for you.
Oh, another one of those
Use
weird
it, right? So
circular
big round
toilets.
toilet, of course, very nice. You have a dual vanity setup right over to your right, and then you can come into here
Damn, this
and
is
take a
huge.
shower, right? So in Japan, what you always do is you take a shower first, or you wash off your whole body first, which you can do right here with both the rain shower and also this waterfall shower, and of course,
What's that shower? What's a waterfall shower? I never thought I would need a different kind of shower, but I need that other kind of shower. That looks so cool. You can have your own personal waterfall?
and also this waterfall shower, and of course,
That is
handheld
insanely
shower
cool.
too. And then once you're done getting all cleaned up, you just climb right into your bathtub right next to that. And this is quite a large bath. You can fit easily 2 people in here, maybe even
It
3.
looks kind of
You can
small,
tell you
though.
can fit 2 because you have pillows built into it. So you can have 2 people laying in here. Just
Inbuilt
looking out
pillows is
at
crazy.
well, at least the light, right? Maybe put some plants out there, make it a bit greener or something like that. And also you have these jacuzzi jets in here, so that's always nice to have too, just to make you a little bit more relaxed. But this is not the only bath in here, and why would you need to have 2 baths? I'm not actually sure
Because I'm
myself.
rich.
Well, okay, I am actually. Come here. I'll show you why. So this is the second bath. This is much more of a Japanese looking bath. You can see you have your hinoki on the sides.
Okay,
This is
so if
the
I'm
kind of
feeling
Japanese
like
wood that when you get it wet,
I want the
it starts
Japanese
smelling really,
experience?
really nice, right? And yeah, you can just climb right into here. And you also have this special kind of stone. It's called aodaishi. And this basically turns a little bit blue or green when you get it wet. So
Oh,
it looks really nice when you have a lot of water.
That's
inside of
cool.
it. But yeah, you kind of think, why do you need to have 2 different baths? And
Yeah.
the reason
I mean-
being is that this one is no normal bath. This is a carbonated bath. Yeah.
A what?
If you've ever been inside a Japanese public bath, you may have noticed that they have sometimes these baths that are bubble baths. And I'm not talking about like putting bubble baths.
I can have a bath that is carbonated? That is insane. Okay, I can have it's like a free bubble bath.
Nor am I talking about a jacuzzi. This is something completely different. We're talking about carbonated water. So this
like sparkling
is a
water.
Carbonated bath. So you can imagine that you're bathing in a huge bottle of Perrier or something like that.
That's crazy.
Apparently it's supposed to help with your skin. Something like that, just make you a bit
I can
less
finally
tired. So yeah, you do.
I can finally feel like how it feels to drink in like a whole tub of Coca-Cola.
Have your carbonated bubble bath right in here. So you have your choice of a normal bath and a carbonated bath, and they actually have these big canisters that they put into the side of the house to give you your bubbles, which is kind of cool. So that's it for the bath area.
So do I need to pay for those canisters as well?
Your laundry room, and right over here you can see this is where you would fold your laundry. You have these nice countertops to do so on. You have all this storage space below, maybe to put your towels or linens or something like that. And right over here, this being...
Imagine having like 60,000 towels. Look at the amount of space you have just to keep your towels next to your baths. You have 4 towels each for 7 days of a week. So I want a towel for Monday morning after I brush. I want a towel for Monday afternoon after I take a shower. I want a towel for any time I go to the toilet, and I want a towel for a midnight bath, I guess. So 4 towels a day, and I want them to swap every day. So Mondays I have 4 towels, but on Tuesdays I want different set of 4 towels. Rich people stuff.
Storage space below, maybe to put your towels or linens or something like that. And right over here, this being the laundry room, of course, you have to have space for a laundry machine. You have a tumble dryer already up here, ready to go. And then you have 2 spaces for your washing machines right over here. So that's nice to have. You even have a little sink over here if you just need to wash off certain things.
Okay,
but that's cool. It for the inside of this house, and there is something on the outside that I want to show you. So,
a garden?
Let's go downstairs.
I would love a garden.
See what that is.
Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot about the pool.
Remember how I said earlier in the
love
video that you
pools.
could take that pet area and then turn it into a changing room? Well, there is a good reason that I said that, and that would be for this. So you can change in and out of your bathing suit and take a little dip into this pool right here.
I love
I
pools.
swear my feet are clean, so don't worry. But yes, you do have a pool, and this is very hard to find in Tokyo.
It's it's like an open door pool as well, which is so cool. Like if it's raining or snowing, I'm hoping that you can heat up this pool somehow. If you have that much money, you would figure out a way to heat up this pool. And imagine just being out here in your $14 million pool, all heated up as it's snowing. That would be so cool.
Especially since the weather isn't really the greatest. It is raining right now, as you can see. But we'll stop here just so I can walk you through the specs of this house. The whole thing, again, is 409 square meters, or about 44.
I don't know how big that is.
Feet.
That sounds
very
big.
Large, right? It is
yeah,
a
it does sound big.
4-bedroom if you consider that tatami room to be its own bedroom, a 1.5 bath. But you could always add another bath or so in the master bedroom, or maybe the second largest bedroom. And it is also
I would add another bath.
Station in one of Tokyo's most popular neighborhoods, Meguro. This place can be yours for 2 billion yen, which comes out to just about $13.5 million.
Can you book it for me, Alex? I would be buying this in the next 10 years once I make my $14 million somehow.
And it is raining like a mofo right now, but go check out everything that you want to see about this place on our website at tokyoportfolio.com. Make sure that you subscribe to us.
Don't worry,
and
Alex.
Of course, until next time, thanks for watching. God.
Cool house, not gonna lie. That was a cool house. I liked it. My one issue I had with it is it felt too modern, and I like some color and some things, plants, anything inside the house to make it feel a bit more homely and not like an office. But otherwise, pretty cool house.